Hello everyone, this is Mercy again. Today I want to take you to a simple step-by-step procedure. I've realized that most researchers is not able to design their table of contents. So this tutorial is just to assist individual who want to able to design their table of contents in a well-structured form and also to look nicely without struggle. So this video tutorials will take you through a step-by-step procedure designing your table of content. Now, if you take this reset I'm doing, this is my chapter 1, as you can see over here, and I have the introduction, that is 1.0 for the introduction, then my aims 1.1, followed by some information over there, and then I have other sub information. Maybe I want to explain more in the aims, other aims in there. So that will be 1.1.0 is another sub uh, topic in under aims. But if it's the main one, then to be 1.2, 1.2. So that if there's a next one, then we'll have 1.2. We are starting a new chapter. Maybe, for instance, you want to start your research. Uh, Maybe this one will be your objectives. Let's see. So that this one will be 1.2. Then you have your objective in over here. So this is how it's possible. You have SAP do this. So in this case, how do you do table of content? Now, when you are doing it, as you are progressing, this is the best way you're supposed to do as you progress one after that. You don't wait to finish, or you can wait when you are done, you do that. You edit your way. So when you come here at your menus, you look for styles. So styles, chapter 1 will take, you come under styles, you see headings. So this one will take heading 1. So if you see it can pay as pick heading 1. So you can edit it how you want it. So as we are using new time romance, and then maybe the font size, we check if it's 12 or 14, we select it, and then you can also change the color of the font. So I can change it and make it black. You can also change, if you want it uppercase, you change it over there. You can also center it nicely. And then this one, because it's a subtopic, so chapter 1 is a main topic on so this one also take heading 1, as you can see. And then and this heading 1, you can also change the font type and change your font size to 12, and then give it a nice color. You can also start with only capital letter, with only the numbers being starting in this form. So that's what I'm doing. I'm starting doing. So this one will also be 1.2. So this one also take is a main chapter as a 1.0. So all the 1.0 will pick the heading. They will pick the heading 2, the heading 1 over there. So this one too will pick heading 1, the 1.1 over there. I think the 1.1 has vanished. So let me put it there. It will pick over there. So you can change it and change the font type, and then the font size. Then you come here and make some small editing as you want it in there. So I change it to black, and gradually I'm editing my work. So this one's just a subtopic of under aims. So this subtopic, this one will go to chapter 2, because the subtopic in here. So when I come here, I can just go for chapter 2 because there's sub in here. So if there are more to follow, so in this one too, we change the font color, and then you come here and make it capitalized well. And then you change your font size, then chapter, select 12, the font size, and then we come to the objective. So this one will pick chapter heading 1, because all the beginning ones are picking heading 1, and the sub one will pick heading 2 as is follow. If you have more sub, you go to heading 3. So this one I'll capitalize it and change the font size, change the font star, and then it goes as it says. So you can even bolden it if you want it to be. So when you are done with this one, and for instance, you want to insert your table of contents in a new page, your table of contents, you will need to have a new page in here. So let me try and insert in a new page in here so that I can have my table of contents. So a new blank page, is being inserted. So I'll just come to my table of content. You come to insert and then insert. We want to insert our table of content in there. So insert, you look for table of content in there. So we come to insert and then the table of contents in the menu. So I'm looking for a table of contents in the menu here nicely. I want to design. So we go to reference. So in the menu, we go to references. That's where the table of content. You come here, table of content. So table of content, you check the type of style that you want. So if you want it just a table of content or you just want content, depending on, you can also edit it. Then you click on any of these ones. So these ones are automatic. When I click on any of these ones, there are more that you can also select. I click on this one. So if I click on this, nicely it has generated our table of content there nicely and beautifully for us with the various pages. So if your page is well numbered, it will pick the page numbering. So if your page is not numbering, and sometimes people also find difficulty numbering their pages from the 1 to I and this one. So you make sure you number your page in there. So I have a short tutorial also to in doing the numbering that. So when the numberings are done nicely, you can do your editor nicely. So if you're adding more pages, in case I add more content in here, chapter 2, for instance, I add chapter 2 here. I go to home and there's the star. I select heading 1 and then give it, I can center it, change the font color and give it a new font star nicely. I can also capitalize it, make it upper, so uppercase nicely. And this one too, I go for the heading 1 nicely. Then I change the font size. Then I select 2 and then come here and then select each capital nicely, change my font color. I can bolden it if I want. So if I do this, I've added more, I can just come to back to my table of content and then in here, you just click update table and it will update. It will ask you, do you want to update numbers only? No, we want to update the whole entire pages. Maybe you see the numbers that if you've edited, but this one I want to update the entire table. So I just click on it and my chapter 2 is added beautifully. So you can see how our table of content is being designed nicely for us. All right, so if you have any comments, you can put it on my comment section. If you like my video, share with anybody who have challenging the developing table of content. So thank you and bye.